Howdy doody. It is Saturday, March 7th, 2026. It's important that I say the year now because apparently I'm 3 years into doing this video diary stuff, and that's the purpose of hitting record today, is to discuss the value of a journal. I've talked about it a little bit here and there on these little chats, but it's just another reminder as I've gone through uh, a couple videos over the past 3 years since I got my first DSLR, like professional camera, where I started talking to the camera. I've been able to kind of see the progression of just like my way of thinking on various topics, and I feel like that is the beauty of journaling. You get to see the progress or lack thereof, which is a lot of what I'm experiencing at this moment. So many of these videos from last year, the year before that, it's the same shit I'm thinking and feeling now. It's like, I need to post more, I need to be more consistent, I need to just say fuck it. And, seeing that stagnation 1 year later, it's not as motivating. Seeing it 2 years later, it's a little bit more motivating. But now seeing the same message 3 years later, it becomes a very stark reality of like, are we just gonna do this for another 3 years? Are we actually gonna fucking finally do something? And hopefully, I can buck up and live up to that execution, which is part of the reason I'm also sitting in front of you today. I've just been struggling with like this new idea that I had, which is to actually post these journal chats, coffee chat, digital diary, journal, whatever you want to call it. Kind of like checking multiple boxes, but the challenge with that, the fear around posting these videos, is it really is a snapshot into my brain. I'm not giving you everything on my life, but it's literally just me at the house. I'm like in my head. My dog's not trying to hear me, so I gotta talk to somebody, and I'm the best listener, as are you. Fear is another emotion that I've been experiencing. Vulnerability through the form of just transparency is a very scary, but I hope could be valuable for somebody out there. As I've gone through therapy and processed these feelings of just like why I haven't taken action at the level that I would like, a lot of it is based in just a lack of alignment. That was the discussion we had recently. Aligning my behaviors with my desires. And I feel like that realignment has been... The process of realignment started probably in like my third or final year of my PhD program, which was like 2022. And so it was cool to be like, I'm in a transition phase back then, but now it's like, all right, when are we going to be out of the transition phase? And transitions take a while, so I'm not by any means in a rush, but to feel like I'm still in the same spot of that transition phase is unacceptable. So for me, I have been doing some things to move the needle, but YouTube long form has been something that's been on my to-do list for years now, and this is the year where I finally make the move. And these short videos are a great way for me to feel like I'm aligned with my wants and actions, and that's because I really crave just like a vulnerable, transparent internet. Like, we're in the middle of a war where pedophiles are running the world, who are standing on false notions of freedom, liberty, justice, democracy. It's all bullshit. Not those words themselves, but the like grandstanding that they're doing. It's all performative. Politics is very performative now. Hell, social media is performative. Everything's a fucking ad. And look, get the bag, but at the same time, what I hope my content will be is prioritizing honesty, transparency, and hopefully providing these vulnerable audience members. Maybe you're one of them, maybe you're not, but there are people out there who aren't watching videos critically, and so I hope to provide those folks something a little bit more positive and a little bit more honest, because life isn't fucking billions of dollars or hella followers or hell of attention or positive just energy in your life. A lot of people don't have a positive life, which is fucked up. And so they turn to entertainment, they turn to influencers to help provide some spark, some motivation, some inspiration. And sometimes that's in the form of a red pill content creator, right? Where they provide hope by providing you a solution to your sexless, womenless life in the form of violence, in the form of like being better than the woman. So that's just one example of kind of this like performative social media entertainment space, internet entertainment space that's going on right now, and that's part of why I want to push back a little bit, and not directly. I'm not trying to like call out creators or be kind of like on the nose with the pushback, but in sharing my life, I understand that there's probably somebody out there who could benefit from seeing somebody like me from a community that they're probably from or similar, experiencing different things that aren't typically talked about on the internet, especially as a man who is more empathetic, who is more emotionally intelligent. I feel like it is important for me to share what it looks like to not be toxic, bruh. To not have to, you know, live up to these unrealistic masculine standards. And that's not something I'm going to be just like explicitly saying, but that's kind of like to give you an overview of like what my brain is thinking. Again, aligning the ideals with the behaviors is the type of wave that I'm on. So we're pushing 8 minutes. Just to kind of give you a sneak peek behind the scenes of what's going on now. I haven't as of today, I have not posted anything, but I have recorded several videos with the intention of posting. And so now that I've created this new channel, the goal is to really flood it with these types of videos. And they'll probably, I don't know what the timing will be like. Hopefully I'll get to a point where I'm all caught up and like the next video that you see is more aligned with like the timeline that we're in. In other words, like recent. So right now I'm talking about the Iran war that the US started. It's March 7th. I don't know when this is going to be posted. It might be posted in April, May, June. Hopefully it's in this month, but that is a little bit of an overview. If you're fucking with the shit, hit the shit, do the shit. Peace.